Good morning, Master Duel fans. Happy Friday to everyone, and we got us a little same old song and dance for you all. So, in this challenge, versus Madolche, now this is gonna be the same old song and dance in terms of spam summons. But the question is, who's going to spam out the summons better when it comes to each of our turn ones? So, Madolche Salon is your double summon of a Madolche monster during your main phase, of course. And then, if another Madolche cards, more than one spells and traps included, you control or in your graveyard is added to your hand or shuffled into the main deck by a card effect, straight up set one Madolche spell trap from the deck outside of Salon, each effect hard ones. Normal summons Madeline. Madeline is the Stratos of Madolche's as soon as she gets normal or flip summon. And then, of course, Petting Cesor. We all know what's up about Petting Cesor. No monsters in graveyard, special it out. And because this is pure Madolche, here's how the secondary effect of Petting Cesor works. If this card is special summon, you can special one Madolche monster from your hand or deck except Petting Cesor, and if you do, reduce its level by 1. Also, you can't special throughout the whole turn except Madolche's. Now, Pudding Cess, on the other hand, extra 800 boost while you have no monsters in your graveyard. If this card in your possession gets killed by an opponent's card effect and sent to the grave, which literally the majority of the Madolches share the same gimmick, shuffle this card into the deck. So basically, in any shape or form, no matter where you control a Madolche, if it gets killed by a card effect, it gets shuffled back into the deck. Literally every single or the majority of the Madolche gimmicks. In this one, for Pudding Cess, if this card battles an opponent's monster, target one card, spell trap included, your opponent controls, kill it. XZ summon the two together into Glass Souffle. 2 level 4 Madolches to make it, and as a quick effect, detach one, target one Madolche monster anywhere on the field, including Glass Souffle herself, and it doesn't matter whose side. That face-up monster ends up unaffected by monsters except its own. So basically, towers of monster effects. And then to top it off, if a Madolche card is sent to the grave while this card is on the field, spell trap included about getting sent to the graveyard, you can shuffle up to 2 cards from the graveyards into the decks. And then each effect of Glass Souffle, hard ones. And then Madolche Angeli, which is the real normal summon, tribute this special one Madolche straight from the deck, and if you do, can't be killed by battle, but shuffle it into the deck during the end phase of your next turn. And then, literally the same gimmick as to what Madolche's be doing. Gets killed in your possession by opponent's card, shuffle it back. Angeli tributes for Messenger Gelato. Same gimmick, the same old song and dance. And then, when this card is special, you can add one Madolche spell trap from deck to hand. So basically, Stratos of Madolche spells and traps. But the thing is, you gotta have a Madolche Beast in order for you to activate and to resolve the effect. So basically, there's no sight of Hoop Cake, so there is no reason to add in the Chateau in any shape or form. So Glass Souffle, shuffle it up. Gives the boost out of Pudding Cess, the fact that there are no monsters now, and then on top of that, let's see. Yup, it did get sent to the graveyard while it is on the field. So, yep, that is true. And then on top of that, Set Chateau activates it. When this card is activated, shuffle all Madolches in your graveyard into the deck. And all Madolches everywhere on the field gains 500 second defense. If a monster or monsters, more than one, in your graveyard will be returned to the deck by the effect of a Madolche monster added to the hand instead. Overlay the two together. for Madolche Queen Tiramisu. 2 level 4 Madolches to make it, of course. And as an old card, way back when Tiramisu was first existed, everybody, and I mean everybody, is having a hard time of how to play around Tiramisu. The fact that the non-target shuffle is absolutely busted. So here's how the card works. Once per turn, detach 1, target up to 2 Madolche cards in your graveyard. Shuffle those cards into the deck. Also, after that, shuffle cards your opponent controls into the deck up to the number of Madolche cards returned. But because you got Chateau, the Madolche monsters ends up adding it to the hand instead of shuffling it back into the deck. So basically, the Madolche player gets all the free stuff. Instant Fuse into Thousand Eyes Restrict. Glass Souffle triggers. Make Tiramisu become Towers of Monsters. Glass Souffle, shuffle instant, and actually adds bad petting Cessor due to Chateau. Straight up sets Promenade off from Salon. As for the Promenade, target 1 face-up card, spell trap included, your opponent controls, and 1 Madolche monster you control or in your graveyard. Negate the effects of that opponent's card until the end of the turn, and if you do, return your monster to the hand. And then you can banish this card from your graveyard, then target 1 Madolche XZ monster you control, plus 1 material by having 1 Madolche monster from hand, deck, or graveyard. And 1 Promenade effect per turn, and only once that turn. So basically, one effect or the other, can't do both. Restrict, absorb Glass Souffle, special Ranryu. The fact that Restrict is a spellcaster. Restrict into Artemis, normal summons Alsa, send it 2 together for Reaper. Reaper, Reborn Alsa. Reaper and Alsa for Alsa Immovable. Reaper, get the partnerships. Alsa, steal Glass Souffle. Spirit Charmers, ditch the trap. Grab the spell. And Unpossessed set. Activates it. Monster Reborns. Madolche Magellan. Glass Souffle go up into Drill Driver Vesperado. Also Immovable and Ranryu for Win Verdant. Awakening spell to draw 1. Win and Magellan for Selene. Selene with 5 counters. Selene remove the 3 for Alsa. And access code. A 1. A 2. And a 3. Drill Driver over Tiramisu, but Magellan gets a material to Tiramisu. And a 4. Now, I know what everyone is thinking. Why are you tributing access code when normally that is your game-winning card? That is because if I left Salon on the field, Madolche player would have been gone crazy with that extra normal summon. So, in that case, we banished 4 attributes, including access code himself, for the very first time ever, by the way. Access code being banished to does not target kill something. So, what do we hit out of all of this stuff? Chateau, we already know what's up. We did hit Promenade, so that ended up banished, and then evenly matched from the Madolche player. Wow, that is a good thing we got access code to kill the evenly first before we did all of that hefty cleanup work, because if I would have left both evenly and a Salon on board, I honestly do not know what would have happened from that match. And at this rate, this is just straight up drill driver control at this point. And anything my opponent sets, it's just straight up pierce battle damage. Normal summons the Ash, and drill driver pierce damage for a game. And to my opponent, Normie, you did an excellent job with the Madolche strats, but in the end, the Charmers pretty much made a comeback, and it's without actual removal of all things. So if you love to see more evenly matched content, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share, and be sure to hit that notification bell to keep yourself constantly updated, and I'll catch you guys in the next match.